Sorry guys, stupid thing timed out while I was trying to get intake swapped over. So this is the 6074 manifold. Ports are much smaller. Obviously, throttle body is straight versus that one being angled. So that's going to affect where it gets placed by the brake master. So what I was planning on doing, even with that one, was cutting it back here, rotating the elbow to the backside, cutting that cap, welding that cap on the backside, and then putting the throttle body back over here, and it closes. 6074 manifold closes under a stock hood. There's no bulge, there's no excessive rise. There's just, obviously I need to make sure my hood's square and everything like that, but might be a little something right there. But it closes under a stock hood. Which, obviously with the 75 manifold, wasn't able to do. We're smacking about right there. Possibly a little touchy. We'll see. We'll see where this is about right in here. I'm not too concerned. In fact, on this hood, it already looks like that's popped off at some point. Can't really tell. What I can do though is I can go ahead and get some Play-Doh, put Play-Doh across this whole thing here, actually bolt this down. That way you don't have any, free movement. And again, this might have to get just a little trim back, because where these, they still have clearance. So these front ones are just incredibly close to the valve covers. I think I actually beveled them back a little bit already to make room for them. Again, the thing is you're going to have to hog the ports out to port match. On the lower, upper, you really don't have to, because upper and lower are already matched. And then, yeah, slice that off, put it on the other end, put that there, it should be good to go. And then you should be able to close under a stock hood using the 74 manifold flipped, or even if you take that and cut it, turn it put it about 30-degree angle into it. But again, you're just going to be running into all this shit here. So if you want to save yourself a little headache, put it on the other side like stock, and that'll help you in the long run with trying to get everything positioned in here, clearance under the hood. Obviously I just showed it works. I know a lot of people will like to slice the manifold and just flip the whole thing over 180. That seems incredibly excessive when you can just cut this end, cut that end, take that cap, weld it over here, take that, weld it over there, and you're done. But that's me. So I hope this has been a little informative for you. I know you don't get to see this very often. You just hear the annoying voice in the background. But, hopefully in the next couple days, be able to pull this back out. Again, this was all just trial fitting. Just putting it in, trying it, seeing where it goes. It's going to be in for a little bit because I'm going to be putting the exhaust manifolds on tomorrow. And then taking those headers, cutting them up, tacking them in place where I want them, TIG welding them fully on some aluminum chill blocks so they don't worry about warping and twisting too terribly bad. I can run them on my belt sander when I'm done to make sure the mating surfaces are perfectly flat. But I'm going to weld slow, and I'm going to let it cool between welds. Just going to be super patient with it, and yeah, figure out what to do with this. My junkyard that I like going to go pull it is going to be closed tomorrow, unfortunately, so they'll be open Tuesday, so I'll bring tools with me Tuesday. Wednesday. We'll do it Wednesday. I got something to do after work Tuesday. And then, yeah. No, I'm not even going to work Tuesday. I mean, who knows, you know, really? But yeah, I need to get this AC line figured out. Once I get the AC line figured out, I can always see about having my local shop just extend that down like 6 inches. Or I can see if I can have my buddy take it. I know he doesn't really like doing like super thin aluminum like AC work, but we can see. If not, I can just have my shop, GHX Industrial, just cut this, put this, and just, again, it's only like 4 inch run. So I might just cut that, take a picture, show them exactly what I need this to do, and then just go from there, you know, just keep it easy, keep it simple. I really would like to just be able to reuse the stock line, but we'll see if I'm able to gently unbend that. Might use the other car's AC line. That way, if I screw it up, I'm like, oh no, not this one. But yeah, that's the benefit of having extra shit boxes everywhere. And who knows, I might find an AC line off of like a Mitsubishi Endeavor or a Montero, and it just might happen to be like the perfect thing, like it was meant to be. You know, because again, it's a Mitsubishi motor. The thing's a puzzles, but enough of the same parts were used throughout the course of the model. Just because it's like, okay, like crankshaft position sensor, guess what? It's literally the exact same one, exact same volt readings, exact same, you know, 3-spoke pattern on the interrupter where it goes through. It's literally the exact same thing. The only difference between the length of them is their harness. The harnesses goes from, on this thing it's like 12 inches long, on the Montero it's like 18 inches long. You know, it's literally the only difference. Ooh, no big deal. So again, I hope you guys are enjoying these. If I can do any better, please let me know. Again, I'm on an S9 now because I broke my A53, but I'm just trying to do these as Barney simple as possible. I'm not really good at video editing, so I'm sorry for that, but just try to give it to you in real time so you know these are the challenges you're going to face. There's not a lot of video documented evidence. There's a lot of guys that have done swaps similar in the past, but they built like Frankenstein motors, like 74 block, which the 74 block and the 75 block, the only difference between them is the bore size. So the 3.5 liter that's found in the Diamantes will literally drop in and do the exact same thing this will do. The only difference is it's actually a better starting point because the 74 block has all the sensors and stuff you need, but it's also a distributor motor, so you would still have to get the 75 Mivec heads. The 75 in itself, or the Mivec, they have really thin connecting rods versus the 74, which is like the beefiest of the two, if you will, because again, the 72 connecting rods are shorter, the piston bore is smaller, so the 74 and the 75 share the same length center to center on the connecting rod, same width on the big end, same width on the small end, same diameters on both. That's why people will use 74 crank, 74 rods, overbore, forged pistons, Mivec heads, and build a motor that way. I just didn't feel like doing all of that, so I just started with the 75. And then blank off plate in the rear, because that's where the distributor would go in a Diamante. So I took the blank off plate that goes on the other side and just put it over there, because I'm still going to be running coil unplug. I'll be running a 96, 97 Montero ECU harness. The cam magnet is going to be interesting because up front here you have very little room coming forward on that. Oh, battery too low. Oh good, I need to hurry up. so this thing doesn't die again. Anyway, so you can see there's very little room. This power steering line is going to go away because the power steering pump's in the back, so I'm going to be reusing all the lines and stuff from the 6G72 dual overhead cam because I have the 72 dual overhead cam pump back there. So that's another reason why all this crap's got to come out, because those lines are a pain in the ass to get in and out. But yeah, so obviously my throttle cables and stuff are still going to be going that way. I'm still planning on, like I said, using my stock throttle cable on the back side over there. I'm going to cut, flip them, bevel them, clean them, weld them, call it a day.